Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA.
Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, two legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
You know I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
I've stayed quiet, but I've had
Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's rewriting the rule book. With every no-look dime and logo 3, she's turning doubters into believers and leaving analysts speechless. Fans can't look away, NBA legends can't stop talking, and the energy around her is unmatched. Her numbers are insane, her confidence is unreal, and her impact? Historic. But when you shine this bright, the heat always comes. Critics tried to question her game. Now MJ and Larry Bird just shut the whole argument down. The era of Caitlin Clark has officially arrived.
Clark came into the WNBA and got treated badly just because she's white. She dominated because she earned it. Attacking someone for their skin color ain't right, no matter.
If that viral clip of Larry Bird is real, his words cut straight to the heart of what's wrong here. Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA and lit it up. Her talent, her confidence, her fire. But instead of celebrating her rise, some people made her skin color the headline. That's not sports. That's noise. Basketball has always been about one thing: talent. And Clark's got more than enough of it. Bird wasn't done either. In that same video, he dropped even more truth bombs. Whether he actually said it or not, the message stands tall. Caitlin Clark earned her spot. Respect her game. Period. And now, Michael Jordan has entered the chat, and his words flipped the whole conversation. MJ made it clear that the WNBA owes Caitlin for what she's done for the league. He didn't just praise her impact, he called out the officiating, demanding fairness for a player who's clearly changed the game. According to him, it's time the league gives her the respect she's earned, from the refs, from her peers, from everyone. When the greatest of all time speaks up, you listen. And Jordan's message couldn't be louder. Caitlin Clark isn't just another player. She's a game changer. Allen Iverson knows a thing or two about that. Just like Caitlin, AI turned pressure into power. Both rose to fame in college, both carried massive expectations, and neither fit the traditional mold of dominance. Iverson's crossover rewrote NBA style, pure swagger and skill from the streets to the spotlight. Clark is doing the same for the WNBA, inspiring a new generation of girls who play with fearless energy and intelligence. Even Iverson himself has taken notice. In a recent interview, he called Caitlin a real one, praising her killer instincts, unique skill set, and that mindset that separates good from legendary. Different eras, same story. When greatness shows up, the game changes forever.
And shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring the basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going.
Allen Iverson knows exactly what it takes to be the heartbeat of a team, the offensive engine that never stops running, and he sees that same fire in Caitlin Clark. Back in his prime, Iverson carried the scoring load night after night, just like Clark is doing for the Indiana Fever now. He recognizes that same relentless aggression, that fearless drive to attack every possession like it's the last. But Iverson didn't just stop at her scoring. He highlighted what separates the good from the truly great: elite playmaking. Even as the youngest player on her team, Clark has that rare ability to lift everyone around her, reading defenses, creating opportunities, and making her teammates better. That's what basketball geniuses do. Players like Iverson and Clark are what you call floor raisers. They elevate the whole team's ceiling through pure skill and IQ. Iverson once dragged a less-than-stacked Sixers squad all the way to the NBA Finals, relying on willpower and buckets. And now he sees Caitlin on that same path. He's confident her best days are still ahead, that with time, growth, and the right pieces around her, she'll take the Fever to new heights. That's the real challenge now. Can Indiana build a team worthy of her talent? Even Shaquille O'Neal, the definition of dominance, has weighed in. Shaq, who's never shy about giving props, compared Caitlin's influence to Steph Curry's. On Angel Reese's podcast, he openly praised both Reese and Clark for transforming the women's game. Shaq pointed out that Caitlin, like Curry, doesn't need size or strength to dominate. She's rewriting the rules through pure skill and precision. And that's the kind of player who moves the sport forward. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's evolving it.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph
Okay.
Curry, a little kid. Like, Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like, if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent.
Shaq's words made one thing crystal clear. Caitlin Clark is doing what no WNBA player has ever done before. Even her fiercest rival, Angel Reese, can't deny it. Sure, Angel tried to play it cool, saying she can shoot from the logo, but that alone demands respect. That kind of range isn't luck. It's precision, discipline, and hours of relentless practice. Shaq recognizes that. He knows Caitlin's deep-range shooting isn't just impressive, it's transformative. It's bringing fresh energy and new fans into the WNBA. His praise also carries a subtle challenge to Angel's claim that Caitlin isn't central to the league's growing spotlight. Like it or not, Caitlin Clark's influence is undeniable. Her game is elevating the entire WNBA to a new level. And now, even Charles Barkley is taking notice. The NBA legend and outspoken analyst has seen it all, but Caitlin's rise caught his attention for more than just her stats. Barkley sees something rare. A young star who not only dominates on the court but carries herself like a seasoned pro off it. That he's impressed by how she handles the spotlight, the constant pressure, and the massive expectations, all with calm, confidence, and maturity beyond her years. Barkley's been there. He knows how hard it is to balance fame and focus. That's why his praise means more, because when someone like Charles Barkley calls you special, he means it. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing her game, she's rewriting the standard for how a superstar is built.
The thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster.
Yeah.
Much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
I think she was tired. I think she was banged up from the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out.
Magic Johnson has long been one of the WNBA's biggest believers. As the owner of the Los Angeles Sparks, he's always envisioned a future where the league would grow into a powerhouse business, thriving with talent, competition, and global recognition, just like the NBA. And now, that vision is finally taking shape. Recently, Magic spoke about the WNBA's surge in popularity, crediting much of it to the electrifying rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. He compared their clash to his own legendary battles with Larry Bird, a rivalry that didn't just entertain fans but transformed the NBA forever. Magic believes the WNBA is on the verge of a similar transformation, both in fan engagement and financial success. The momentum is real, and the impact is already visible. Beyond the headlines, Magic also sees history repeating itself on the court. Just as his arrival in the NBA revolutionized offenses with creativity, pace, and basketball IQ, Caitlin Clark is reshaping how the WNBA is played. Her court vision, shooting range, and ability to control tempo have forced teams to rethink their strategies and training. Her influence is already setting a new standard, a ripple effect that could redefine the league's style of play for years to come. When Magic talks about great point guards, there's one name that always comes up: Chris Paul. Known as the point god, Paul has long been the gold standard for precision, poise, and leadership, dissecting defenses with surgical playmaking. And now, Caitlin Clark is earning that same respect. In a powerful passing of the torch moment, Chris Paul himself reflected on Caitlin's Rookie of the Year campaign, comparing her poise and command to his own early years in the NBA. The two have even formed a friendly bond through their shared partnership with State Farm. The company went so far as to have Paul personally congratulate Caitlin on her Rookie of the Year win. Moments like that speak volumes. Caitlin Clark isn't just breaking records. She's bridging generations, inspiring legends, and shaping the future of basketball in real time.
The most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great. Sure.
Caitlin Clark thrives in every aspect of the game, on the court and beyond, because of her relentless attitude and unmatched work ethic. She entered the WNBA under immense pressure from fans, media, and franchises, yet she's exceeded every expectation. Clark has taken the hits, literally and figuratively, and proved she's tougher than anyone thought. That what's most impressive is her growth. Throughout the season, she's evolved rapidly, learning to outsmart and outplay her peers in a league where the competition is fierce and the physical demands are relentless. The transition from college to the pros is no small feat. The WNBA's pace, size, and strength test even the most gifted players. For Caitlin, that challenge has been amplified by the extra physicality teams throw her way. Yet, she's handled it all through discipline, preparation, and resilience, showing she's not just a skilled shooter but a complete, battle-tested athlete. Fans once saw her purely as a supreme talent with exceptional skill. Now they see a player with grit, endurance, and heart. Her ability to absorb punishment and still perform at an elite level has silenced critics and deepened respect for her game. At the same time, her rivalry with Angel Reese has become the heartbeat of the WNBA's growing popularity. Their dynamic mirrors the early days of the NBA, when the league struggled to attract viewers, until two generational talents, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, changed everything. Their NCAA championship duel reignited America's love for basketball and laid the foundation for the NBA's explosion in the 1980s. History is repeating itself. The women's tournament recently shattered viewership records, and at the center of that phenomenon are Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Their rivalry, skill, and star power have drawn millions of new fans and given the WNBA a cultural momentum it's never had before. The comparisons are everywhere, Angel and Caitlin as the Magic and Bird of the WNBA, and even Magic Johnson himself agrees. He's praised both for revitalizing women's basketball but made one thing clear. In Caitlin Clark, he sees a player with the potential to become the greatest the league has ever seen.
Things that I learned coming from one rookie of the year to another, even though mine was 19 years ago, one of the biggest things after winning rookie of the year, because that's a big deal, first of all, that's a huge achievement and you should be proud. But going forward, I think the biggest thing I tried to focus on was getting stronger. I wanted to get stronger, I wanted to get faster, I wanted to be better on defense. But more than anything, I tell you, the biggest people that I leaned on was my family, my support.
That familiar concern about Caitlin Clark's physical preparation has surfaced again, a challenge every basketball player understands. But beyond the physical demands, Chris Paul focused on something even more important: the mental and emotional toll that comes with being a young prodigy under the spotlight. His advice carried the weight of experience, the kind that only a veteran who's lived through the highs and lows of stardom can offer. You can sense genuine respect in the way Paul speaks about Caitlin. He doesn't just admire her talent, he wants to see her thrive for years to come. As he celebrated her Rookie of the Year award, his words reflected more than praise.
What you did this past season was crazy. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history, most assists by a rookie in WNBA history, 3-time Eastern Conference Player of the Week, 4-time WNBA Rookie of the Month. I could go on and on, so shout out to you, Caitlin. It's been amazing to watch you hoop day in and day out, and not just to see the behind the back going left threes from deep, but more so just to see the passion and the joy that you play with, and to see the way that you make your teammates better. So I just want to say congratulations.
Chris Paul didn't just congratulate Caitlin Clark. He broke down exactly why her Rookie of the Year campaign was so special. He listed off her impressive achievements one by one, even calling out some of her signature moves on the court. It's clear he's not just being polite. Paul sounds like a genuine fan. And honestly, who could blame him? Clark's rookie season has been a non-stop reel of highlights, records, and moments that have cemented her as one of the brightest young stars in basketball. She's following in the footsteps of the sport's greatest prospects, the kind who don't just join a league but change it. Many would name LeBron James or Michael Jordan as the most impactful newcomers in basketball history, but there's one name often left out of that conversation: Julius Erving, Dr. J. Before joining the NBA, Dr. J was already a superstar in the ABA, the face of an entire league. By the time he entered the NBA, his fame was unmatched, his style revolutionary. And now, he's turning his attention to Caitlin Clark. When Clark was controversially left off the U.S. Olympic team, Dr. J offered some words of wisdom that spoke volumes. He said, "She'll probably be part of the next 3 Olympic teams, and 3 would be plenty. There's risk in being part of this particular team, so slow your roll a little bit. She's already doing commercials, she's making a difference, and she's been tremendous. She'll make an even greater impact if she lets things happen when they're meant to happen." It was classic Dr. J, calm, wise, and rooted in experience. He reminded everyone, including Caitlin, that a basketball career is long and full of twists. Patience, he suggested, is part of greatness. Dr. J also hinted at something bigger, that Caitlin's influence may one day extend beyond basketball itself. He knows what that looks like because he lived it. In his era, sports and celebrity were inseparable, and Dr. J became more than an athlete. He became a cultural icon. That same path has been walked by other transcendent figures like Vince Carter. Drafted by the Toronto Raptors in the late 1990s, Carter transformed not just a team but an entire city. His gravity-defying dunks and charisma made him the human highlight reel, a symbol of basketball's global appeal. Today, Carter sees those same qualities in Caitlin Clark. He's called her the marquee player of the WNBA, the face of a league on the rise. But with that level of recognition comes something else: pressure, criticism, and scrutiny. Greatness always invites it. And like Dr. J, Vince Carter, and Chris Paul before her, Caitlin Clark is learning how to handle it, with talent, grace, and the quiet understanding that the best way to answer doubt is to keep shining.
A lot of people have been hating on Caitlin.
This is what happens to a rookie.
Yeah.
This is what happens to a rookie. This is what happens to
As Toronto's #1 basketball icon and marquee player was filled with triumphs, but also real challenges that tested his resolve. Those struggles shaped him into the star fans still revere today. Because of that experience, Carter understands exactly what Caitlin Clark is going through. He's seen how fame can draw both admiration and resentment. The rookie hazing she's facing isn't new. It's part of what every young star endures, especially the ones who capture the spotlight so quickly. Carter recognizes it for what it is, a sign that Caitlin's impact is being felt, and that her success is pushing the league and her peers to raise their game.
I say this all the time. This is not I say this understanding NIL is what it is.
Right.
But when you go to the professional world and you're in competition against other professionals who are trying to feed their family,
mortgage
They'll give you the business.
What?
Every time.
I gotta feed my family.
And they not about to let you look good. You're not about to look good.
Well, guess what? I need to make my name.
Only a select few players have managed to dominate at both the college and professional levels, and Caitlin Clark is undoubtedly one of them. Magic Johnson is another, and his journey through that same transition is well documented. But here's an interesting twist. Magic didn't win Rookie of the Year when he entered the NBA. What? Because that honor went to his rival, Larry Bird. We've already heard Bird speak about Caitlin Clark, but the connection between them runs deeper than simple admiration. Bird knows exactly what it means to enter the pros and make an immediate impact. In the 1980s, he transformed the Boston Celtics from a struggling franchise into an NBA powerhouse almost overnight, collecting MVPs and championships along the way. It's easy to see why he recognizes greatness in Caitlin Clark. Their careers mirror each other in striking ways. Instant star power, elite court vision, and the ability to stretch defenses with both passing and shooting. Larry Bird didn't just play basketball, he reinvented it. And now, Caitlin Clark is doing the same for the WNBA. Their parallels even extend beyond the court. Both dominated the college scene before carrying that success into the pros. And fittingly, their stories are bound by one place, Indiana. Larry Bird was born and raised in French Lick, Indiana. He started at Indiana State University, then went on to coach and later manage the Indiana Pacers. His pride in his home state runs deep. That's what makes his admiration for Caitlin Clark even more meaningful. Now playing for the Indiana Fever, Caitlin carries that same Hoosier legacy forward. Bird, ever the basketball purist, has been following her journey closely, watching her Iowa games, cheering her on, and appreciating how she's reigniting Indiana's love affair with the game he once ruled.
And Iowa, Caitlin Clark played about the same last year, so I've watched a lot of basketball.
To fans, analysts, and anyone who truly loves the game of basketball, Indiana, a state where the sport is more than just a pastime, couldn't be a more fitting home for greatness like hers. Just as Larry Bird once ignited an entire generation, Caitlin Clark is now carrying that same torch, building a legacy that's already etching her name into basketball history. The parallels between Bird and Clark are impossible to ignore. Both arrived in the pros and immediately changed everything. And like Bird, Caitlin commands the spotlight with poise, swagger, and an unshakable will to win. Even the legends recognize it, because greatness always recognizes greatness. Caitlin has seized the basketball world with unmatched skill, relentless drive, and fearless confidence. NBA icons are singing her praises, and she's only just begun. Every game, every highlight, every deep three cements her as not just a star, but a force, reshaping what's possible for women's basketball. Just as Magic Johnson and Larry Bird transformed the NBA into a global phenomenon, Caitlin Clark is positioned to do the same for the WNBA. She's not simply playing the game, she's evolving it. With every jaw-dropping performance, she's inspiring a new generation and carving her place among basketball's all-time greats. Caitlin Clark isn't just making history, she's rewriting it.